I found these when cleaning out my great-aunt's place near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They're both ceramic, hollow, and have one large hole and one small hole. I'm not sure how old they are or where they came from. My best guess is they were received as part of a gift to mark an occasion, maybe flowers. The congratulations piece looks like a book. I tried searching for hollow ceramic bouquet tags and hollow ceramic boxes, but no luck. I believe maybe these are wedding cake decorations, but the holes in the bottom are throwing me off. Any ideas? These are Arcadia miniature salt and pepper shakers, made in Japan in the 1950s. Salt and pepper shakers, like souvenir spoons, were highly collected in the 50s and 60s. The hole had a cork, or later a plastic plug, that you inserted after filling. What is this thing I found in a garage? It's 13 centimeters long, heavy, and made of metal. My grandfather passed away a couple of years ago. He had a garage that was mostly full of tools and car parts. I've been posting some stuff I can't recognize here, and this is one of them. I tried Google reverse search, but I don't see anything similar. I can't move any part of it with my hands. It looks like it's been repainted, and it has a small broken piece at the bottom. Can anyone tell me what it is and what it's used for? It's a door closer assembly, without the articulated arms, and commonly known as potbelly door closer. It was patented on June 7, 1910, by William K. Henry for the P&F Corbin of New Britain, Connecticut. It's a traditional, heavy-duty surface-mounted door closer, known for its distinct, bulbous, barrel-like central cylinder, produced heavily from the late 19th to the mid-20th century by historic manufacturers like Yale, Corbin, and Norton. They used hydraulic fluid to provide smooth, reliable door control. What is this steel and brass widget with spikes on, found in the shed of a person who used to work as a machinist in a lace-making factory in Long Eaton, England? So I'd guess it's something used in lace making, but I can't be sure. About 65 millimeters long, the steel bit is 2 parts, plus a nut, and the bit rotates freely on the steel bit. I've asked a few experienced machinists, but they had no idea. Does anyone possibly know what this is? It's a rotary temple, used in the textile industry to keep strands of fabric in place or tensioned as they are woven on a loom. As the cloth is woven, it is held at each edge of the loom by one or more of those spiky rings to keep it flat and tight. The earliest patent that I could find on rotary temples was on October 28, 1840, by George Draper of Palmer, Massachusetts. I found this weird metal post or bollard on the porch in a remote brewery, in the mountains around lots of parks and trails. I don't understand why there isn't one on the other side of the entrance or walkway. Why does it have the little brim of a hat? What's with the attachment to the building and the railing that the table sits over? And why the texture on top? I thought maybe a turnstile type thing, but it doesn't make sense. There is a squeegee resting on the bottom part that has nothing to do with the structure. Does anyone have a clue what this could be? It's the payment reception post in a remote, unmanned national forest campground. You can see one here without the visor. It's hollow inside, and there is a little slot to insert the provided envelope with the money inside. The welded visor shields the slot from rain, and the black tape wrapped around it is exactly where the slot would be, which makes sense if they didn't want people putting trash or other things inside of it. There would be a little hatch towards the bottom, usually on the backside, that a ranger would occasionally open up to get all the envelopes. If you look at the tape on the bottom, it seems like it indents as though covering up an opening. Looks like the door drawer that would normally occupy that spot is missing. They are made super sturdy so that nobody can break into them. What is this tag my uncle found? I tried Googling things like this, but the only things that came up were corpse tags. And I don't think that's what this is because some of the only still legible words on it say, for reward, return. And at the bottom it says it's from the Thornton Minor Sanitarium in Kansas City, Missouri. Can anyone give me more details on what this might be, how old it is, or what it could be made of? It's 3 a.m., and I'm suddenly very interested in this little trinket I've had for so long now. Thanks. This is an antique Sanitarium keychain tag from the Thornton and Minor Sanitarium in Kansas City, Missouri. Employees and patients use them, so if they lost their keys, someone could drop them off at the front desk for a reward. The Thornton and Minor Sanitarium was a well-known institution in Kansas City that specialized in treating rectal and gynecological diseases during the early 20th century. It was patented on February 12, 1907 by Thomas F. Moore of Newark, New Jersey. What is this thing I found in the basement of a quite old house? The house is from the 70s, and I can't for the life of me figure out what it is. It seems non-operational, but there is a power cable I haven't connected yet. Does anyone know what this is or what it was used for? That's a homemade version of a vintage vibrating exercise belt machine from the 50s and 60s, often referred to in historical context as a fat jiggling device. The apparatus works by utilizing a motorized belt that vibrates against the body. And while promoted as a method to reduce fat, these devices are widely considered ineffective for significant weight loss or muscle building compared to active exercise. What is this mystery item I found posted in an online group? It was purchased at a flea market and is made with a cast iron construction. It measures 5.5 inches long, 3.25 inches high, and 2.5 inches wide. Some speculations in the comments have been an engraver, for sending Morse code, or to put metal eyelets in leather. Has anyone seen such a thing or knows its purpose? It's an antique Draftsman's inkstand. A bottle of India ink was held in the silver-colored opening, while the stylus with the spring on the end was immersed in the ink. A rubber gasket on the stylus sealed the top of the ink bottle to prevent spillage and the ink from drying. When the paddle was pushed down, it brought the stylus up with a drop of ink on the spring, which was then loaded onto a nib on a Draftsman's pen. This procedure allowed for the pen to not have ink on the nib, which could accidentally get on the drawing. It was patented on July 10, 1906, by Ferdinand A. Alteneder of Wyncote, Pennsylvania. This is an item I found in a stream that goes through town. It's two slightly different metal nozzles that are fused together, and they are both threaded inside, like there would be pipes or hoses screwed in. There is a remnant of a chain on the side, which may have been to hold the nozzles when not in use, or to restrain the assembly. The chain is the same kind that a bathtub or sink stopper is kept on. Does anyone know the use of this item? Please tell us down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.